Okay, I see books. Do these books have anything interesting? Ooh! A snub scroll. What does snub do again? I don't use it too often, so let's see. It's obviously an ability. Isn't it? Maybe it's a spell. There it is, snub. Builds a barrier that protects you from spells. Okay, that's actually good. I'm going to remember that one. What about you? Just some books? Oh, it's someone's journal. Oh, I think this is the Overseer's journal. Yep. Okay, well, a couple last things to check. Ooh, a fairy foil. And crackle! Oh, that's awesome! 2 scrolls in one place. Now we have a stronger ice type attack, and this thing will actually hit multiple enemies. And then I want to take a look at that fairy foil. It does. Oh, that's a jump! A rather bizarre blade that boosts defense when used as an item in battle. Ooh. But I'm liking the attack power I'm getting from that. So we finally have something replace the iron axe. It's awesome. Alright, well, I think it's best we take that rest for the night. You're Tashiro, aren't you? I heard about you from the chief. Do you want to have a rest before you go? Yes, please. Oh?
Almighty Rubus, grant unto me strength in this time of need, until such time as the prophesied one doth appear. This is Tantagel Castle.
Gwaelin, beloved daughter, thou art returned to us safe and well. Praise be. Thou needest fear no more, princess. The hero hath vanquished the Dragon Lord, and peace hath returned to our world. And thus thy role too is at an end. This being so, perhaps thou might share with us the message with which thou wert entrusted. Come, tell us that which Rubus told thee. What secret was it that she would have had thee impart?
Almighty Rubus, pray banish these wicked illusions. Try all thou wilt, thou shalt not prevail. Thy phantasms shall not sway me.
Give in to it. Thou cannot resist forever. The vision shall continue until at last thou submits. Interesting. So that is where human weakness lieth. In the heart. Thou didst well to resist, Gwaelin. For a little girl to have grown so strong, Truly, it maketh us both so proud.
Mother? No! It cannot be! My mother perished when I was but a babe in arms. This too is an illusion!
Truth or illusion, doth it really matter? Whether I am real or not, still thou, I cannot read, oh my. Still thou must not reveal the message with which thou wert entrusted. Thy mother speaketh true, Gwaelin. Forgive us. We were able to help thee. Know that we would. Thou must needs endure for the sake of our world. Really? That's one twisted monster. Ah! Why? Did they get the dialogue mixed up? No!
Mother! Father!
Do not falter. This, too, is the monster's doing. Be strong. We, too, shall endure all that we must.
They shall not deceive me. It is all but an illusion. All of it.
Illusion or no, I am right glad to have met thee at last, beloved daughter.
Mother!
Poor Gwaelin being tormented like this.
None of it real. None of it. And yet
Aw.
Oh, to watch you both perish and do naught. It hurteth me so.
Such pain is hard to bear, is it not, daughter? But weep not. Thou dost well to bear it. Were it not on our account, we should sacrifice ourselves 1,000 times over for thy sake. That we would, 1,000 times, 10,000. It mattereth not if it be for thee, beloved daughter. That is pure torment.
Can you hear me?
Hmm?
The light of hope is fading. You must hurry. Only with a magic key might she be freed from this torment.
So we need that key.
And so, you must heal the afflicted with an infusion of glimmergrass and wake robin.
Ah. This must be the chief.
There is no time. You must go to her.
What's that? We can make sunup syrup with glimmergrass and She just pronounced it and I can't figure it out. Wickerbins? And how do you know that exactly? Somebody told you in a dream? Chief, it must have been. I said it before and I'll say it again. I don't like humans, and I don't trust you. But if you bring me those ingredients, I'll see if they really do make sunup syrup. You'll do it? Good. You'll find both of them down by the mountains, far to the southwest. Unfortunately, you'll find a lot of very nasty monsters there too. Don't die, and if you do, don't blame us. At least they're direct. Alright, so we're heading southwest. Crossing another bridge. Things are starting to become dire. The princess definitely needs us to rescue her. Now, I don't know if you still have to. You probably do in this game. But in the original, you could ignore the princess. Heck, you may not even knew she existed. I do not have the thing I was hoping I had. Let's just get rid of you. That barely did anything, oh my goodness. Oh, I'm doing some more attack power. But yeah, in the original NES game, the only way you would have known about the princess is if you were talking to the townspeople. And you didn't have to rescue her. If I'm remembering story-wise for this game, though, she is needed if you want to go any further. Which I think is a smart idea on their account. Anything hidden in the forest? Some new monsters. Ooh, we're actually dealing with the undead. Undead are still weak to fire, so let's work on the walking corpses first. That Dark Knight I'm concerned about. Ow. Especially knowing Kasap. At least those guys don't do too much. I think I'm gonna actually make use of this. Because the Dark Knights can be dangerous. Speaking of which, in the NES version, the Dark Knights are pitch black. And that made them so intimidating. I remember being freaked out like crazy whenever I saw them as a kid. Because they were dangerous. Right. Well, there is one place I want to get on map while we're out here. I still need some better armor. Thankfully, we're coming to a nice location. Okay. So, I want to get this place on map first so I have a nice zoom point. Oh boy! I'd rather get rid of you, the Griller Pillar. You, I can zap. That's fine, because now I can just take you out. Especially since you're not fighting back. Yeah, I'd say this would be another good place to grind if you so choose, but there's a better place coming up soon. Anyways. Definitely get this place on map. This is Domdara. What's left of it, at least. But I would recommend not exploring this place for a good while. I'd recommend coming here when you're on your way to Cantlin. Just because the enemies in this area are strong. You could also use this as a good grinding point as well. I'm not going to personally explore just yet, because we technically shouldn't even be here until Cantlin anyway. I just wanted it on my map so I had a place to zoom to if I don't make it where I'm going. Which isn't far from here. We're making our way down this way. And I should be leveling up here soon anyway. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. This is gonna be dangerous. Especially if an enemy gets off a crit. Okay, that spirit's actually gonna be more dangerous to me here. Can I take it out? No, uh-oh. The knight defends, I'll take that. I struck the wrong enemy, uh-oh. Oh, that's not good. And I still can't cast spells. This is gonna hurt. Okay, mid-heal.
Mid-heal.
I need to do it again. Oh, you suck. Well, you're almost dead, so maybe I can... Okay. Oh, things are getting a little dangerous now. Okay. There. And how close to level up? Not far, so I'm not gonna worry too much about my MP. I just want to make it to my next location, which is just around the mountain range. Okay, yeah, nope. Uh-oh. At least the Hell Nino doesn't do too much. It's the Griller Pillar I hate. Honestly, they didn't do too much damage. Maybe I can get away with this. Let's try. First, we're getting rid of the Griller Pillar. And then we'll get rid of Hell Nino. I'm actually not taking as much damage as I thought, so maybe I can handle this. Honestly, the Knight is the heavy hitter, but if he doesn't lock my spells out, it isn't too bad. Okay. Well, definitely not as dangerous as I thought. My health is okay. We're not too far from where we want to go now. I see shiny, I'm picking that up. Oh, lump mages. What are you weak to again? Are you weak to ice? No, you're strong. Been a while since I've seen Dazzle. I got a sneeze coming on, too. What about Sizzle? You guys are probably weak to wind. Let's try the Gale Slash. Or Gust Slash. Okay, wind it is. Oh, not confusion. And I think you're just gonna go down with a hit. Yeah. Okay, not as bad as I thought. Iron Armor, Ring of Clarity. Spellbound ring that helps prevent the wearer from capitulating to confusion. Weighty armor that provides plenty of protection. Well, let's take a look. Was the iron armor? Yeah, I can sell that. The ring I'll hold on to. Anyways, this is where I wanted to go next. Say hello to the Citadel of the Monarch of Metals. This is a nice little place to come to. We can heal, we can buy and sell items, we can get items, and those midi-metals finally come into play. I just want to quickly take a look around first. can only open one chest. Ooh, that's nice to get this early. They made this place look beautiful, by the way. We can even save here. And deposit our money, speaking of which. Saving up some good amounts here. All my gold, please. Okay. And we'll check this chest over here. Which gives us the Reheal Scroll! Oh, this is good to get. Want a health regen in battle? We've got it. Oh, that's gonna make some fights nice, especially boss fights. Anyways, let's go talk to the Monarch himself, shall we? I am he, collector of that most maximally magnificent of minuscule marvels, mini-metals. Aye, thou standest before the one they call the Monarch of Metals himself. Well now, such minimal waverings of gaze, such maximal muscle of both leg and arm, such purpose! Aye, thou art possessed of maximal metal-seeking potential, or I am not worthy of my crown. Shouldst thou chance to come upon a minimal number of my beloved metals on thy travels, pray bring them with... Wow, I read that completely wrong. Bring them to me forthwith. And of course, it will not be for charity that thou laborest. I can offer thee a fine array of rewards depending on the number that thou bringest before me. A pretty agreement, thinkest thou not? Minimal effort for maximal rewards. Now, go forth and see the world's greatest treasures, my young metal seeker in the making. Bring to me a minimal number of metals, and I shall reward thee to the maximum of my ability. But wait, canst thou be carrying the very thing I seek? Then hand it to me, along with any others thou hast secreted about thy person. Very good, very good. Thou hast entrusted me unto a total of 15 metals thus far. Good, Tashiro. For delivering 5 metals onto me, may I present thee with thy reward, a prayer ring. Oh, that's nice to get. For 8 metals, a scholar's specs. Ooh. 10 metals, the Wild Side Scroll. Yes. For 12, a Glombolero. Interesting. And for 15, a Dragon Shield. Nice, that's good to get this early. Shouldst thou reach 17, a Swallowtail shall be thine. Go forth and seek the miniature treasures that do make me so maximally happily. Okay, we got some pretty good equipment here. First, I want to take a look at the Glombolero. This curious garment halves the amount of MP used to cast spells and abilities. That's very good to get. Scholar specs, increase wisdom. And the Dragon Shield, a solid plate of dragon hide that protects against fire and ice breath attacks. We want that shield. It'll be very handy for the next boss coming up. Anyways, I want to just make sure something is not cursed. Okay. So let's get our new equipment on. Nice defense increase, and we can cut our spell casting in half for a while. Sorry, my nose is getting stuffed up from allergies. And replace the ice shield with the dragon shield, which is a nice jump in defense as well. Okay. So yes, collecting the mini medals is very, very good. We can actually see what rewards we get even past that point by reading a book in the Monarch's chambers. This book. So we're not far from the swallowtail, which is nice. Forgive me, I need to take a drink here. My throat's getting gunky. I might have to blow my nose too. The Banishing Bell. That scroll definitely we're gonna want. Honestly, I've never found a use for the last 2 items for the 40 medals, but at least get the 37. This metal wing boomerang is very handy, as this description says. Keep this handy if you think you might be facing some metallic menaces. And it's funny that we bring up those, but first, shop. He has some good items. Let's see. I actually wouldn't mind getting the Dragon's Bane's Claws. Not only is it a nice big jump in attack, especially for what we have, this will be good for the boss too. Magic Shield would be handy to get later on. Iron Mask limits my vision, so that would cut my accuracy down. And that's not too different of a jump. Protects against wind spells. That actually might be handy, especially with us running in a lump mage. But the Dragon Mail, I definitely want to get. So it looks like my goal will be the Dragon's Bane Claws and the Dragon Mail. And I do want to be grinding levels too. I would probably recommend, in this area specifically, probably 23, 25 the highest. But the armor and the Dragon's Bane Claws, I'd say, are probably the big things you want to get. And then we have that, and that. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do a lot of money grinding. I wonder if they show up around this area. They must. This is probably the point of the game where you'll start running into golems on the field, and you want to run into the gold golems. They don't give much experience, and they are a pain to fight, but they give you a lot of gold. The armor that actually increases the gold you get would be a good place to do this as well. So I would recommend making this your grinding location, for a few reasons. First, let's see if I can run into them. Because this location, in both the original and now, is where a certain little enemy shows up. Also some dangerous things. I'm leveling up soon, so maybe I should take them out. Are you guys weak to ice? I can't recall. Not crackle. Hocus Chimeras, oh boy. No, you're strong. Ow. And they know mid-heal. Ah! Yeah, I'm running. Oh, I'm dead. I am so dead. Yeah, I'm mega dead. I know bounce too. Yeah, there I go. This is why I put my money in the bank. Well, now I get to show you what happens when you die. So, the HD remake introduces a few things. You can continue from the last autosave point, which an autosave occurs every time you make it to a new town, defeat an enemy, or run from an enemy. This is definitely handy if you're playing on the go and you just want to do a quick thing. Reselecting from the Adventurer's Log is effectively the same as resetting from your last save point. and then continue from a church. This is effectively the normal way this is supposed to happen. When you die in any Dragon Quest game that doesn't have these features, you are revived and you lose half your money. So it's more of that risk versus reward thing, which is why in the Super Nintendo version and onward, they introduced the bank. Any money in the bank is left untouched. The only time you lose half your money is when it's carried on your person. So, because I'm trying to play as natural as I can, I will be continuing from a church. And sadly, the last church I left off in is back in Remildar. So that's where it takes you. It's the last place you saved. However, it still keeps your progress untouched, so I can easily just zoom back. I should have talked to that priest first. I got a little overconfident. Anyway, the enemy I was talking about is a happy little fella called the Metal Slime. This is the area where they show up even in the original game, and they are great for grinding. They take quite the beating and are hard to hit, but if you defeat one, that is 1,000 experience points every single time. Lot to explain, that's for sure. But let's not make the same mistake twice. And we have made a good amount of progress as well, so I can't complain too much. But I'm also worn out, so I need to take a break. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Let's Play Dragon Quest HD. This is Autumn Child saying I'll see you all next time.